Talya Full Tilt with Talya Ginsburg and with Zach, my brothers over here. In case you missed last episode, you just completed medical school and are about to start residency program.
I'm doing, which is emergency medicine.
This book, it's Quackery, a brief history of the worst ways to cure everything. Now, back to today's episode. So it's our segment continued, Quackery with Zachary. Quackery with Zachary. Quack, quack.
Well, first of all, let me just say, it's an honor.
Yeah, that's right.
And it feels like forever ago when we filmed our last one.
Yeah, and we're wearing the same outfits, which is really crazy.
Are we? Well, let me dust off some rust, because it's been so long, and go right back into this amazing book. And please feel free to interject with your reactions at any point. The real interesting part about the surgery stories was about amputations. So amputations were like a big hit back in the day. And they weren't just surgery, they were also...
They were all the rage.
They literally were.
I want an amputation, Mom!
No, they literally were the rage. I'm not sure that people were exactly wanting it themselves, but everybody wanted to see it. And they would have theaters.
Yeah. They didn't have cable back then. This is
no
what they're
cable,
working with.
no Netflix. This was their version of HBO Max. This was like the high quality, like gory
Game
stuff.
of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's this guy, Dr. Lister. He's really, really kind of gaining a reputation as one of the most entertaining surgeons, but also very speedy. He would literally boast about how fast he was at amputations. He'd be like, time me. Like, he'd be like,
I don't want a doctor who's trying to like go for an Olympic trial run here.
yeah, I'm okay with personally.
I want to be quality.
With a surgeon taking their time. But there's one time where he went so fast, he cut his assistant who was holding the limb, cut his finger clean off. Then that guy, the assistant, ended up dying from gangrene from that injury.
Oh, wow.
The person who he was amputating in the first place ended up dying just from the amputation didn't help.
Dr.
And
Lister.
then a third person, an audience member, died from literally just watching. They literally just dropped dead. So he was the only person that we ever recorded a 300% mortality rate of one surgery. You know, like some people, when you like want to honor somebody's memory, you pour one out.
Yeah.
Well, for Dr. Lister, how about spitting one out in honor of Dr. Lister?
That's beautiful.
Are you?
Yeah.
I assume you're clapping, but I assume you don't know what I'm talking about here.
Because Listerine?
Dr. Lister, you're right. Dr. Lister is the person that they named Listerine after.
Oh, really?
Because he actually did provide one good thing, which was he was like one of the first people to actually start sanitizing his surgical equipment.
Wow.
So even if you like kill a few people here and there,
you can still...
The infections were really low. So
underdog, you can still make it.
You gotta give him credit for that.
It's so crazy to me because listening to these stories, it just dawns on me that like a routine thing that a doctor would do several times every day for the rest of their life, if I did even once in my life or even like witnessed it once in my life, that would be the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Right.
And they just come home and they're like, yeah, I did this thing. It's just wild.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's, gets accustomed to whatever they do.
It's extra strange when I hear that you're gonna be a doctor because like when you grew up with someone, like we used to play JJ and the Jet Plane, and now, not to be crass, but you can like cut open a body and make a person work better again. And it's just weird, and like maybe you don't have that experience because personally haven't matured since being a kid. So maybe, but it's like one of those moments where I just like, I think about the things that you're able to do and I'm like, oh, like when did that happen? It's just weird.
Well, I like to say, we're just ordinary people.
We're just not all
Please,
heroes.
treat me like a normal person. That's all I want. I would say it's definitely reassuring to know that you have an answer when someone like really needs it.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's pretty normal.
Okay, what's funny to me is that we didn't grow up at all watching any of the medical shows. I can't really like Scrubs, Grey's Anatomy. So
Grey's Anatomy is just a drama.
Oh.
From what I've heard.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't watched much.
If you were to watch a medical show, like would it be? Is it similar to someone who works in HR watching a show about human resources? Would you be like, ugh, or would it be still interesting?
Well, okay, I'll say like there's sometimes where I just see something that's like super wrong and it makes me laugh. Like, there's a show Kaleidoscope. Have you heard about that one?
No.
It's with the guy, like the bad guy from Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Giancarlo Esposito. Anyways, he ends up having Parkinson's in the show. And like the way that the actor ends up portraying Parkinson's is like he's like literally like having like a seizure and like it's
dramatic.
ridiculous.
It's into research.
Stuff like that. It's just like that's basically it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically.
Yeah, well, because we both have like an aversion to, we don't like shows that have like bloody stuff.
No, I like.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't like
not
horror.
me.
I don't like horror, but I like thriller, all that kind of stuff.
I came across an old diary entry of mine from years ago, and it said something along the lines of, I don't believe in fate, God, or whatever, but I do believe in reality TV and the power of gossip.
Is that me?
No, I didn't think like that. But we are gossiping.
That sounded like me.
Yeah, one time I got a text from Zach, and I took a screenshot and I saved it forever because it said something like, we're just gossipy girls. And I was like, it's so true. Get us in a room. We're like, hee hee, we love it.
Let's see, here's a quick one, a fun little one, if you want.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's end on a light note.
Yeah, well, okay, so do you like dogs?
Love.
Well, let's talk about how they used to kill. No, kidding. So they had a Saint Bernard, and you notice like that stereotype of a Saint Bernard running over to you with a keg around the neck when someone's stuck in a snowstorm.
Oh, sure, yeah.
They have like a mini keg on her collar, and like if you're in the snow, you need the alcohol to warm you up. Well, people think that alcohol warms you up. It actually gives you the sensation of you being warm, but it actually causes your body to lose more heat. So apparently the Saint Bernard thing was a total myth, and that is just a fun little.
They're just cute. It's a
little
accessory.
Cartoon thing that we added to Saint Bernards.
Well, Zach, thank you so much for coming on here, sharing your expertise, your medical experience and future, and going over this awesome book with us. If you have any departing words.
May I just say that it is quite an honor.
Yeah.
Ever since the last time I was on your podcast, I've been thinking about returning. And I'm really glad that we were able to schedule this on a much later date.
And you're always welcome to be back on the show, a repeat guest. So thank you so much, and thank you to you, listeners, viewers, and make sure you come back next week. Bye!
Ginsburg out!
Ginsburg out!